Hey guys, welcome back to L-Man Gaming. Today I got for you why Hogwarts Legacy should probably be your most anticipated game for 2023. So let me go ahead and start with my preface. Hogwarts Legacy is going to be releasing February 10th of next year, 2023. Now, this is a world created by J.K. Rowling. Now, as excited as I am for this game, this is my most anticipated game personally. If you don't like magic, if you don't like this world in any kind of way, then go ahead and just click out the video, right? There's nothing I'm going to be able to say to convince you at this point. You have to kind of be invested in some way of the world, whether it's the magic, you know, the castles, the magical creatures, just something to kind of grab you about what's happening in this world. That's really the first step for you to be excited. So starting with number one, I can remember all the way back when this game got originally leaked off of YouTube. Like it blew up the internet for the whole day, and people just could not believe what they were seeing. And immediately I knew, like, wow, this game looks awesome. This is going to be something really special. Fast forward a little bit, and here we are with our first, trailer that came out that was released alongside a state of play for Sony. And in this state of play, we got to see a lot, and I mean a lot. And here's one of the things that's so cool, guys, because I'm telling you, this never happens. One of the things about being a gamer is that you have a big imagination. And something that I always do, and I'm sure everyone else does, right, is when we even just get announced of the game and kind of have a certain understanding of it before we even see any like actual gameplay trailers, whether it's a cinematic trailer or just details, right, our imaginations can really take off, and then right we're assuming what's already going to be in the game and how we want it to play. And a recent trend that's kind of happened is the past couple of years, really for a long time, really the past 10 years, I would say, you get these trailers that come out, and when we finally get the gameplay, right, we see it, it's always actually less than what we kind of thought. Now, in some ways, that is our fault, right? But I'm not kidding with you guys. Hogwarts Legacy was the first time that I can remember in forever that the trailer, that state of play trailer, actually delivered more than what I even thought. And that never happens. I'm serious. I have to highlight that here exponentially here, right? I mean, it just never happens. But some of the stuff that they were doing and showing that the room of requirement is basically like your magical pad where you can kind of like hoard all your resources and kind of build towards things. I mean, I didn't even think of something like that. And then right, they're giving you all of these vibrariums for your magical creatures, and yeah, it blew my mind. So just really, again, trying to stress that here. That's the first time that I can remember that I've seen a trailer that has delivered more than what I actually have imagined. The trailer surpassed my imagination, and that is incredible. So coming in at number two, Hogwarts Legacy is a role-playing game, but uniquely so that it's a student life simulator. So some of the other games that kind of come to mind are Bully from Rockstar and the Persona series from Atlas, right? We have not had one of these games in forever, where you're just not constantly killing things that have to like level up. There is this really heavy role-playing aspect that to kind of get through this game and get through this world, some of the best things you can actually do could be non-combative, right? Could be the most powerful ways that you could actually like get stronger is by learning from your professors and getting better by reading books potentially. Sadly we don't actually know how the class is going to fully work yet. That's really the last thing we're kind of waiting for. But this is really the focus of the game, is that student style simulator, and we haven't had anything like that in a long time, especially something of this caliber and again in this kind of world. So number three, passionate developers. Now I've seen this kind of argument being brought up before. The developers that are making this game are from Avalanche Studios, and if you look at their past work, they've made a lot of these kind of Disney style games, very kind of kiddish games, if like you will. But that's really unfair to them because most people, right, that haven't really looked into it and don't know that they've hired a bunch of new people, but on top of the fact that they're working with a lot of their sister studios. And also too, that's not indicative of the kind of quality that they could actually put out when they are given a proper budget and having to make this big game. And again, even spin it further as a positive, right? I mean, these are passionate devs because, I mean, listen, when you're not jaded, that that in itself can lead to something very good product, right? These guys are hungry, they want to prove themselves, and this is the first time that they're given a lot of money, a lot of time, and that's why the delays have probably happened, right? Because they want this to be the best thing ever, and that's what they're going to push towards, and I think that's what we're going to get. So the devs absolutely deserve to be celebrated here. This is something that is going to be very unique, and right, if you want quality, something that's really, people that are honoring the world, of this wizarding world, they're going to be able to deliver on just about every aspect. I don't think they're going to try to leave anyone behind that are fans. Now, the last reason, number 4, the scope of this game. Oh my. Again, this kind of encompasses everything because if you're watching the same trailers I'm watching, if you're reading the same things I've been reading, if you're following the game, I'm here to tell you right now that this is a big game. I mean, I'm just going to throw it out there. I expect this game to be 100 plus hours to platinum. To get everything done, 100% the game, trophies, whatnot, like 100 plus hours. I mean, seriously, it seems pretty obvious to me because when, you make a world just this interesting that you can just kind of walk around and get lost in for, like 20, 30 minutes here or there, that in itself is going to add up, right? And that's not even talking about the content itself. So the world itself is that interesting where you're going to be able to just get lost and immerse yourself. And that alone is going to stack up the hours. I mean, I really want to say this is akin to something as The Witcher 3, Red Dead Redemption 2 in terms of scope and size and kind of what they're trying to deliver in terms of the quality. They really, again, want to deliver on the Wizarding World Ultimate Experience. When you think of The Witcher 3 and Red Dead Redemption 2, the first things that come to your mind is the details, right? And the little things that they've done just around Hogwarts itself, right? Because they say Hogwarts, the castle, it's a character, right? And there's so much love already put in there just from simple things as the common rooms being so detailed, simple watering cans, right? Where the students are walking around, these like animations. There's just so much kind of going into this game that I have no problem, again, speculating that it's going to be a 100 plus hour game. So when you roll everything up to one, you can kind of see pretty obviously that what we're going to get as an end product is going to be something really just generation defining, something that's going to hopefully push the industry forward and create new standards. Now, I'm not going to sit here and try to sweep everything underneath the rug either, right? If there's anything cause for concern is that, yeah, hey, listen, they have had a bumpy kind of end here, right? They delayed the game one more time, right? They had that holiday 2022 release and they needed to push it back to February. Not a long time, right? It's not a couple, 2, potentially 3 months, right, that they needed to delay the game. And is that really a cause for concern? No, the way I interpret that situation is like, hey, they could have released the game and around Christmas time, but right, this is where people are on vacation, right? They're going to have to patch out things the first week. This is just how games work now. So they're just going to they were really essentially just creating a really toxic environment for themselves. So it's not so much that they needed more time to maybe work on the game. It was just so that, hey, this keeps us on track, but this keeps us on track and keeps our sanity. That's the way I'm interpreting that. And time will tell, right? This is without question, like I said, my most anticipated game, and it should be your most anticipated game. I think we're going to get something really special here. If this game actually came out this year, I think it would probably beat Elden Ring and God of War. Again, what they're delivering is something more than I could even imagine. And now we've got to get our hands on it to make sure that's what's happening, and that's what we're going to get. So yeah, guys, thanks for stopping by to the channel. I hope you're excited about Hogwarts Legacy as just as much as I am. Right, pretty soon here we're going to be getting it, and I simply can't wait.